fucked to death by koalas. So stick it up your ass, Steve. It's really good to see someone while we're all on lockdown. That's it. It's always sort of been there, the women's game, but it's been ignored. So they're fucking scared. I mean, look at Steve Robinson. Since he talked about his parents in the first episode, he basically lied since then because he's too afraid. He doesn't have the guts that Kirk has. Boom. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to Manners Live. Oh, sorry we're a bit late. Just got held up getting a few things done.
Fixed it.
We're talking to sneakers. It's all been happening. But good evening, everybody. What a week it's been. No show. I think everyone in America has been enjoying the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July for all the listeners out there. You know, obviously Australia doesn't have that history. And I am so proud of you guys for fighting a war against the English and winning. I'm very, very jealous. They are a bitter cricket rival. And last year they just drove me nuts. So I would be quite happy to take up arms against the English at any stage. So congratulations. I wish we'd done it.
Had we at that time reached out to Australia and been like, yo, can you guys help a little, or what the fuck? Was that not possible?
Well, I don't think Australia was discovered then, or if we were. Well, what year was the revolution? 1776. So
yep.
we were first colonized in 1788.
You were still running around the jungle, dude. The desert.
Fucking racist. Early. I know how it goes on your channel, but we try to stay away from those ugly stereotypes that you propagate.
Right.
Yeah. I can see Timothy Fax is in the chat. I know all of you are getting used to your Fax Fridays. Unfortunately, he's not hosting tonight, but he'll be back soon, I imagine, as John scrambles for another last-minute producer. I imagine you'll hear from Fax again.
We were going to have you host tonight, but I thought there's nothing to talk about for Mike and the Minute fans. I think calls was a better idea.
Whatever you want. I would have taken whatever panel you gave me. There's always stuff to talk about. The show never stops. We're in a break, but there's still things swirling around. You've got the whole Jimmy uncovering more cringy Coleman stuff.
It was brutal this week. It was brutal. It was an onslaught. I thought he's never running out. He's never running out of content, apparently, because if he can go this long, he could go the distance, I think.
It's not you, is it?
I wish. People keep saying that, and I wish. I haven't been smart enough to run a parody account, let alone a good one.
The dance with Content Kim and Alex Bennett was rough. That was rough.
It's brutal. Like, it's fuck. Delete that. It's bad. But I mean, can you imagine what would be happening if he didn't nuke his own Twitter, though?
Well, I don't think it could be. I don't think it could be any worse. I mean, Jimmy's finding everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I imagine the thing on his Twitter, though, was probably the nuke that would have lost him the job. So I think at some stage he tweeted something anti-Kirk.
Oh, man. If Jimmy's out there and he's listening, if you have something like that, don't tweet it. Don't.
I want you to play something that I just found last night. You would have seen it on my Twitter.
Let me see.
Are you able to bring up?
Yeah, I can. When did you?
This is probably my last one of my last tweets. It's the voice of Kirk. So basically,
I found it. Yeah, I saw this.
In Australia, I'll just set it up. So in Australia, there's two guys, and what they do is they do, parodies of famous sports commentary, mainly Australian sport, but they've been doing a lot of American stuff recently. And I was just sort of going through their videos, watching them, and there's some great ones. I'll get you to pull up another one after this. But I found they actually did Kirk when he was commentating on the Corn Ferry tour, and that's pretty incredible. Like, Kirk does one gig of commentary, and there's two guys in Australia, obviously because it's Barstool, pick it up and parody him. Just further proves my theory that he's, the greatest broadcasting talent in America.
21 pots, and Ooh, that was
Ooh,
gross. That
that's-
was disgusting.
It's too bad. I'm a big fan of Joe.
That was
So
gross.
we got to call it how we see it. That was horrific.
That made me physically ill.
No chance.
Nice guy. I like him. Oosh, that 21 putts.
That's funny. There's another one too. Hold on.
So they are they're twins, by the way.
I was gonna say, I think that's just one guy.
No, they're twins. So they just added obviously one.
Yeah.
But go into their Twitter page and pull up their latest one.
There's this one that you
Right.
also posted too.
I'm in very good health.
Yes.
I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you can carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest rider. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was at 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8. But I had, you know, how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Let's
Let's not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn
Let's not act like children.
You
to
are
a
a child.
specific concern.
I'm in very good health.
That's very good. Very, very good.
I love lip reading things, especially animals. When they do animals, I crack up.
Mm. So we got calls coming in.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I know people that are going to be calling in. Sneakers called me earlier. He's trashed.
Yeah,
No.
he wants the link. I'm going to give
Yeah.
it to him.
No.
Yeah, I was speaking to him before.
Is he back on the pay staff over there?
No, he's we're in an interesting spot with Sneakers.
Back
He
at
let
the,
the team down this week. Let the team down this week, but
yeah.
he's also a loyal soldier. So I don't know. You wouldn't know this because you're not a leader, but sometimes you got to pull people into line and just,
Mhm.
really put the hammer down.
Yeah. I got Gus going after this. I was also asked to be on the new rundown or whatever it is, or whatever
Oh, yeah.
Otsella wants. What does Otsella do? The rundown?
Yeah, rundown
Him
2.0.
and Trent. So I think it's either tonight or next week. I hope
Yeah.
next week.
I think it's next week because I think I gave the Axe the week off. I gave the Axe the July 4 week off. As a great boss.
I saw she was at the Larry Bird Museum.
Ooh.
She posted a picture. I see every one of them. Make sure to go out of my way to see it.
Yes.
People, please
Bags.
call in. We have no calls and it's embarrassing. So
Well, I guess one of the highlights of this week was really, and I have to pause before I say this. One of the highlights of the week was Meeting of the Minds. It was a
stellar meeting of the minds.
It's not Meeting of the Minds now. You're not supposed to be smoking cones on air. Do you call them cones in America?
No.
Smoking
There are
cones,
cones here though. Like you could buy
smoking bowls, smoking cones.
That's what they call bowls, cones. That's cool. You guys are so much cooler and fuck. America's in the dumper. It's in the dumper. I've been playing as Australia in this video game. You guys talk cooler. It's the whole thing.
What game?
Civilization 6. John Curtin.
Mm.
Do you know who that is?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, Meeting of the Minds was a highlight. We had I posed the question that this is the first week in a while where the majority of Minifans are not missing the show. This is the time where people are just what?
A lot of talk about that.
Yeah. Where do you sit on that? I
I
think
miss the show so much. I texted the producers the other day. I miss their sweet, gentle angel voices. I miss Kirk. I just want to smell them, touch them, feel them. That's how I feel.
I think I miss Kirk. I just don't miss the show. I mean, I was listening to that golf video that you just played about 1 million times. So I miss his sweet, charming voice.
Mhm.
But perhaps it was a good time for the show. Just have a bit of a break. Coleman and Justin can go off and live a little. They sort of look like they've been worn down. This is like the Smoking Network.
Oh, yeah. I just crush them.
American Tobacco sponsors the Kirk Minahan Network.
I wish we would be making money, actually,
Mm.
more than Gus.
You'd do it for free cigarettes.
In a heartbeat. I'd take the heat from the Minifans for it, too, in a heartbeat. Like, yeah, he's embezzling.
Yeah, so I think so. This week was a good time for the show just to head off. Everyone has a little bit of a break, relax, and then come back with a bit of zing, with a bit of pep in the step. You know, they were sort of running out of content by the end. And this is not a criticism. The show was fine, but you know, the basketball was it. Coleman and Justin were running out of juice, so it was a good time for just them to cool their jets.
It's a transitionary period out of basketball. You couldn't have asked for a better like time for a week break, because like now they could come back, end it with the fucking playoffs, and hopefully like there won't be much. I love the basketball talk, but I know people hate it, so it'll die down obviously. Once I'm happy Kirk isn't like, let's get into another fucking league right after that.
Yeah, I think this might be the end of the sports leagues. I'm hoping if they're gonna do it, as I said, switch sports. Like
Basketball is brutal on the body, man. That's like
do a baseball team. Like, there must be like a seniors or
like a softball league.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Or what's the pickleball? They could enter like pickleball comps.
I play pickleball in high school.
Why don't we turn Justin into a pickleballer? Like he should just be like
just
the
have
KMS
fun.
pickleballer, and we just train him. We push him up the rankings, because I think Justin has been the feel good story of this.
Always.
It started off as someone who'd never shot a basketball before, to now can sort of barely shoot one.
Yeah, he made one. It's not good when you make a basket and the whole crowd goes wild. You know, once you get past that, you're a good player. But hey, he made one. That big body playing pickleball is intriguing me, though. I would like to see that.
So yeah, I'm hoping they pivot out of that. And it is such a bad team. The basketball team. Short, unfit, unskilled.
That was a question being brought up. What would be better if they were 6-0 or 0-6? What do you think?
I think somewhere in between would have been nice.
Yeah. So there is a lot of drama in just being 3-3, though. You're right.
Or even just like being in some games, like not sort of being smashed every game.
Yeah. It's like every game is the first half is fun to watch. And then it's after that, even the announcers are like, well, we could wrap it up here. It's not good.
It does seem like people aren't missing the show because there's no calls. It's Friday night. How many people are watching? Is anyone watching?
19 people watching, no calls. So pathetic. Pathetic on them. No calls.
Call in. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, actually, I wanted to go through Shark Minahan's results that he published in the last week.
I'll pull them up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome,
Jonathan.
Yeah. This is cooperation.
I'm looking forward to being a boss again. I'm really looking forward.
Are you?
Yeah.
What, our switch? I got a peer performance.
No. I'm just going to come in over the top of you. I know you'd like that.
I respect that.
Yeah. I come in over the top and just bang hard from upstairs.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
And you and Joe are on the same level.
Yeah.
And you have to stop being a sleazebag towards us.
My negotiation will always have the fact that GV gets the Mentors Network and I get to be on whatever level Joe is, just so I can use.
And you have to sign an HR document that no swinging with Joe is allowed.
Fair. That's fair. Sacrifices will have to be made, but
unless your boss is involved, and then we can negotiate.
People seem to be happy. I think we did a good job getting content out during the off week. Granted, a lot of it was Meeting of the Minds, but it's good to go to other channels, you know?
I mean, there was terrible stuff on the network, but like your network, but Meeting of the Minds was fun. It was a great little get together. As I said, everyone agreed with me about the show. We had Vodka just lose his mind, and viewers are not going to believe what he lost his mind about. He got upset that Meeting of the Minds is not every night anymore, and then proceeded to just scream in a drunken rage for an hour about the dumbest argument.
I don't think that show could be every night, A, because like, trust me, we've done it. It just loses its wheels. And B, it's like, it's bad enough. It's like 4 hours the other night. Like, I have a life to live.
It's terrible. If it's every night, you get 3 out of the 5 nights, it's just like Jay and Vodka or
got a call.
Oh, we've got a call. Welcome to Manners Live.
Let's see if this works. 507.
Yo, am I on?
Yeah.
Hey, so is anyone else pissed that like they did not put out any content at all this week? The producers?
Okay. Something like a basketball video or anything like that.
Right, like because at the beginning Coleman was always talking about all these damn vlogs he was going to put out, and now they're just non-existent.
Okay. That's a question.
Yeah, I think you want to blame two people. You want to blame the producer and you want to blame the guy on the screen with me, John from Scranton. If I was running both networks, I would have come up with a holiday program.
We did.
You might remember the Summer Minifan Mash of 2020,
Great
still
time.
legendary, probably one of the greatest weeks in entertainment history. So I think Caller, you're right to be upset. We fans deserve better. We deserve more free content that we don't have to do anything for and that people work really hard on. And yeah, why should people have holidays? Why should the producers enjoy the sort of the biggest week of national holidays in your country?
It's true. And it falling on a Thursday is dangerous. Americans are just like, nope, that week's out.
Yeah.
No. So good call. Anything else, caller?
No, that's good.
All right.
Great. So he agrees it's your fault, John.
Yeah, that's fair. I did have a holiday schedule. We had about 5 shows, I think, that came out this week. Thanks for watching to all 400 people who probably did. What did you guys do? What did you have come out?
Where we protested.
Got it.
We protested our continued exclusion from the Kirk Minahan Show Twitter promotion tool.
We're working towards a better tomorrow, and you can't.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah.
Here we are today. Look at this. Historic.
Exactly. All right. This is a terrible show, but I'm just I'm just going to go through some of the results from Shark Minahan's excellent statistic compilation. So through the first half of 2024, most third chair appearances by Mike with 40, and this is out of 86 shows. So 40 for Mike, not quite half. Mick, unbelievably, in second spot with 12. Mutt with 12. And then Gus with 10. There you go. Now, we'll go through the results from his poll that says what people want more of. But these results are kind of concerning. When you go down the list, Montante's been in just 5 times this year. Just 5 times. Just one more time than Cinema Lords when he's 5 times as talented as Cinema Lords. John?
That's a fair question. That's fair. It's 100. I was just saying number 1 because I only went once. Honor.
I didn't even see you on the list.
Yeah, very, very bottom.
There's a lot of ones. There's a lot of ones. Julie's been in once. Kane's been in once. Just Clemmer once.
Hasn't Kane been in twice? Or was Kane's first appearance his only appearance? Yeah,
I think his first appearance was so good it feels like twice.
You're right.
Ryan Whitney once. Tim and Canton once. A lot of...
I would say the list of the ones might outweigh the list, like talent, like who I like in the world, outweigh the list of the people who have been there a lot.
He's got Clemmer and Chris Clemmer 1 each, so I don't know if that's
That's weird. That's a good question. I don't want to ask it though. He gets aggressive when you question his shit.
Justin twice. Which Justin would that be?
Durand? No.
Has he been in twice this year? That would be very strange.
Maybe just
Andy Burica twice. Andy Mayo 3 times this year. Not enough.
once with me.
Not enough. Steve from Gloucester 4 times. I think the real crime here is Montante just 5 times.
Yeah, Montante not being on the show lately it's weird. I don't like it.
And Pat Ford 4 times is way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, but he is part of the basketball. Like they were going in weekly, basically.
Yeah. Now, Minifans want to hear more from. Here we go. Cullinane. I would agree. So that's Shark's result. People want to hear more from Cullinane. I would actually concur with that. He's only been in 6 times, which is a lot. But I think he would be a good panelist. Like, if you're going to get in fucking Gus as many times as you're going to get in, then Cullinane should certainly be in there. Like, he should have been in there as many times. Turn your mic on.
Can we talk about how accurate these polls are? They're very good numbers. Like, I like this data. Very impressed.
What do you like about it?
I think it's honest. It's very true. Like, shout out Beanbag Ron getting 4% of that vote, or I don't know what's that, 4 votes. But like, I would like to see Beanbag Ron in there more. Comeback story.
He's not really great on air. He's very good basketball. He can hustle, but
yeah, but I like Beanbag Ron. Cliff getting 4 votes. That's recency bias, but I like Cliff.
I like Cliff, but I'm not sure he's great on the show.
The last performance was rough.
Yeah. Carabas, whatever, give or take. Don't mind him. It's interesting though. I mean, I guess what's interesting about this poll is if you look at the number 2 Minifans want to hear more from, it's Blind Mike. And he's been in 40 times, which
He's the best.
backs up my theory. If I was Kirk or if I was a producer of that show, I would make it happen so Blind Mike is in 3 of the 4 shows. I think that's what we're missing. I think you good having 1 show without him a week, that's fine. And that's the way it used to be, 2 shows with Mike and then a 3rd show. But
I wish Kirk would just raid that Blind Mike world, that comedy world that's just over there existing that Mike exists in. Like, I wish Kirk would just be like, you know what, let's go fuck with these people for a while. That would be fun.
But I think we've got to a point now where Kirk can't fuck with Justin or Blind Mike.
Yes.
So Coleman's copying it all. They've both used the depression card a couple of times and got away. So he's too scared to do it.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
And then Minifans want to hear less from. Mick won this by quite a bit over Gus.
People are out on these two, man. People do not like these two at all right now. They don't like the fight. They don't like the Mick bits. I love it because I love Crazy Mick. I think Gus is my favorite character on the show, so I can't speak. But I don't know. They hate it.
I find Mick more entertaining, even though it's bit city. I still find his bits more entertaining than Gus being Gus.
He's like a good chess piece for Kirk to have. That's the way I look at Mick. It's like Mick is a wild card. It's like, make sure that's in your belt.
Yeah, but when you pin Mick down, he does tend to flounder.
I want to see him flounder.
Yeah, it's good seeing the little guy suffer.
No,
absolutely.
It's not like that. But yeah, just like that.
And the rumors are, and this was brought up on air, that I think he's got a crush on a girl who he works with who is also Latina. So I think we've found Mick's weakness is Latina women.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Roscoe. I talk to too many show haters.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Roscoe is one of these idiots who just follows the person in front of him. He's like a big fucking sheep. So many Minifans are sheep. They just want to be led by the person in front of them. And that's okay. That's why there's people like me and John who lead, and there's people that follow.
Get that.
So yeah, Minifans want to hear less from Mick and Gus. And I guess just before the break, we had the Mick and Gus battle. Where do you stand on it, John? Sorry, you're going to say you like both of them.
No, in the Mick and Gus battle, Gus saying what he said and Mick taking it wrong, it just proves that I'm a Mick guy because he's a fucking wild card. Like, this guy didn't even make sure he was fighting for the right thing, and he was like, I will rip Gus's fucking throat pipe out. Like, yeah, I'm going for that guy. Chaos. I root chaos every time. And I love Gus, and he could take it.
Yeah, do you agree with some of the comments that although Gus pretends to be this bumbling idiot, deep down there's a little bit of arrogance to him that he hides well?
Yes, because Gus is definitely smarter than we all think he is, because we all think he's just a dummy, but there is. I like Gus. I wish nothing but the best for Gus, but I'm sure there's a method to his madness.
Yeah, because he would I remember Clemmer saying to me when we had dinner in Portland when I visited a couple of years ago, I was talking about some of the things he'd done, and he finished, I think, at a theatre near me. And he just said to me, well, you can criticize it all you want, but it worked. I got a job at Barstool. I think that was when he just got offered a job.
It's fair.
And I think Gus might say the same. Well, you can say what you like, but I've got some attention. You know, my followers have gone up on Twitter. people at Barstool know me now.
Yeah.
But
That's why I would be riding that wave, kid.
but I do feel we're sort of at peak Gus. Like is this as far as he can go? You know, unless
get hired. He could easily
he could get hired.
He could. Why not? It's Barstool. They could hire anyone at any time for no reason.
I mean, he would do anything for Big Cat in that office. Like,
I don't know. It's the problem with Gus. It's once he gets hired, what is he going to do? Maybe he hears all of us saying this and actually proves us wrong, but he gets like anxiety about what to do. He's like, I was so nervous about doing the things I had to do. I couldn't do anything. It's like, well, that's a problem.
Did you check out the second episode of Puff Piece?
Say I did. Why?
Oh, I didn't. So Gus had Nadu on and haven't heard it yet. But I guess if I'm Big Cat and I'm looking to hire someone, if this is what Gus is putting out as being, this is my big sort of, brand piece that you should hire me on, it's a bit disappointing. It's just not quite produced well. I think having Kevin do the song over the phone, I think that one action.
He has terrible instincts.
But that indicates to me, how slack Gus is. Like, you've been talking about this for months, and then the theme song ends up being Kevin singing it over a phone. Like, if you're organized, I use Kevin to record that.
I use Kevin from Bristol in my producer video.
Oh, absolutely, and that's good. But you would get Kevin to record it properly, not through a phone where it sounds.
Yeah, that's tough.
Shitty. Like, it's just.
Yeah. If you make weekly content, you can outperform most. That's pretty faxy facts from facts. That's true. How many Barstool employees are out there putting weekly content out? That's a good question. Again, call in because one call is actually more embarrassing than zero.
You call into Manners Live on the Mike and the Minifans time slot. Just I went and saw A Quiet Place Day 1 a couple of nights ago.
Oh yeah, Let's talk movies and news. What's going on in your movie world? I never get to talk to you about this anymore.
I mean, there's been some great movies out recently. So obviously saw Inside Out 2 with my son.
Was it heart touching?
Heart touching. It was heartfelt. Yeah, it was very heartfelt. Very good movie. Could not get over all the terrible stuff that Greg said about his sister. I thought Greg Polar said about Greg. Yeah,
I'm a Greg Polar guy.
Same. I thought Despicable Me 4 was very funny. Again, took my son.
Got a call.
That made me laugh. Oh, here we go. Thank God. Jesus.
860, you're up.
Hello.
Please talk 860.
Hey guys, it's Andy.
Hey.
Hey.
Cool. What else? What else is up, man?
Oh man, spit it out.
I love mail.
What are you guys doing?
Oh my God, we are on a fucking show. What's your question for the panel? Come on, spit it out.
What you doing?
Is this Manners Live or Mike and the Minifans?
Manners Live.
Okay. New joke, please.
Are you guys combining the network?
We're trying to work it through.
What's the latest? I'm jumping in. I noticed you're broadcasting on both networks.
Didn't know.
And I'm not as plugged in as of late as usual. So what is the current status of the two networks?
Basically,
what does this joint venture symbolize?
So the current plan is I'm going to come in over the top of John and be his boss, and he will be CEO. Yeah. I will be the chairman. He will be CEO with Joe. BA will be my consigliere. And we're going to have two fantastic channels. And I've got some plans, but John and I will speak.
Word on the street is GB is taking over the Manners Network. That's all I'll say.
There's going to be a major and minor.
Interesting. So you're going to maintain two distinct networks, but run them cooperatively.
Have a different flavor. So I reckon like the second channel will become like, home for people like Luke and stuff. Like the retard channel.
Luke's one of my biggest performers. How dare you?
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, we're working on a plan. I think what we want though, Mayo, is and you know all about this with your growth mindset podcast, Better Work Days, that, we just want to entertain the crowds. We want, more content for the fans. We just want to develop, great talent. And at the moment, this war is, stopping that.
May I just want to know if you make one more video about it, some type of fucking acronym, I'll blow up a mall.
Hey, where's I probably should have led with this question. Where is Kirk on this network merger?
He'll probably come in and do exactly what he wants to do, and will be whatever to the side or whatever he says. That's what Menace doesn't understand.
Everything you guys just described to me over the past few minutes does not have his blessing.
No, not at all. I'm going to keep
you
running
guys
the
think
network.
you guys think you get to decide what happens with his
Mayo, what's
bear his name?
What's abundantly clear is Kirk does not give one shit about either network.
He's happy with how things are going out here.
He's happy. He's happy because no one cares about it. The shows are shit. It's boring.
It's great.
He gets to reign supreme. So yeah, that's where we are.
I stand in line, man.
Do you guys think? What are your expectations for basketball tryouts?
Are you going to try out?
No,
right,
no, I would not try out.
It's going to be a shit show. People are going to hate on it, and it's not going to take place till very far from now, I think.
I think that could be good though. A little break from it, and then I think coming back with tryouts, open tryouts where any Minifan can show up and try out for the team. I genuinely think that's going to be some of the best stuff they've ever done.
For sure.
I guess
that has so much potential to be very funny.
Okay, thanks. I think it would be interesting if all of a sudden next league the team's really good, like they just fucking tool it up. Get Pat Bev. I don't know if Pat Bev still play.
If you sign a warrior like Greg Poehler or something, you get him from that Euro League, and you change that team immediately overnight. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think the second team that he fields will be a better balance of. It'll still be Whack Packers, but it'll be more Whack Packers with more basketball skill. So he'll have a better team without resorting to ringers. He'll still be picking off the trash pile, but he's going to pick the best pieces from the trash pile.
Thanks, Mayo.
Any other questions?
You guys, I'm trying to think. No, that's it.
I love you.
That's it. I love you too, John. Why do you know?
I was going to say, can we unblock each other? You blocked me at one point, so I did the block back. So let's unblock each other. All right.
Are you watching House of the Dragon?
I'm hanging up on him. Yes.
Keep talking. No one voted for him about seeing more of him. That's for sure.
When he was on the worst episode list, I was like, fuck, every episode Mayo was on, I was on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm a Mayo guy, but his last appearance was a tough one. He just...
Yeah, but who was with him? You need somebody that just hates on Mayo when they're there. I'm telling you, Mayo's good on the show, but you just got to...
no, I'm a Mayo guy, but...
Yeah. No, we know you're a Mayo guy. 100%. He pays you to say that. He probably paid you to fucking make that call, or I don't know.
Yeah, I sent him the number.
Mayo. I love Mayo. But do you agree with what he's saying, that you need to stop just saying what's going to happen because Kirk's going to fucking fly to Australia and spank you?
No, I honestly don't think he really cares about the networks. He's not at all bothered.
He wants consistent stuff going on where he doesn't have to worry about it. You can do whatever you want, waving your arms. You could take part in it or not. That's, I think, his philosophy.
I don't think so.
You're the only thing that matters, is what I'm saying. Where you are, it matters. Everything other than that,
John, you're very kind.
I brought you here, so that's all that matters. But you being CEO would be smarter, but it's not like over here is a bad job. We're doing pretty good over here, I would say.
You're not.
I am.
Terrible. It's
doing really well.
Terrible.
I think I'm doing good.
You're a failure.
Yeah, see, I hate you. You got to call her. 804. 804. People are like, you two need to just fucking shut up.
Hello. Welcome to Menace Live.
Hey, Minners, I had a question. I wanted your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on the fact that Meeting the Minds is like the premier show and it's not on either network?
I think it's a really good call. Meeting of the Minds is not the premiere show, but it is what it is. And I've said this to John on and off air.
Call back if you want to know.
If you just go on air for long enough, like Meeting of the Minds was 4 hours the other night. There was a good half an hour in there, maybe 40 minutes.
I said that to BA. He disagreed.
What?
That there's like 30 minutes of good show in the middle of 4
Exactly.
hours of
Yeah,
that.
it's the magic is just opening it up, and also the fact that it's on GVE means you can drop the F slur. I mean, the F slur was in that show maybe 50 times.
No control of that.
Exactly. No, I'm not saying it's your fault, John. I don't even know if you said it this time.
I don't say it. But
Mm,
thank you.
I don't know. There's
I
probably-
type it though. Definitely type it. Definitely type it.
So yes, I don't think it's the premiere show, but I think it's sort of a forum for discussion. It's like a hangout. You know, I sort of see it as just hanging out with mates.
Yeah. There's negotiation. Kirk wants it. He wants to buy over. He wants to buy the whole thing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. That's
But I
huge.
think that would ruin it because I think being separate on that channel just allows it to be a wild
Yeah.
hang.
It all matters who's on the show too, which
Mm.
means it matters who just randomly sees it because I don't know. People thinking we should do it more than once or on this channel are crazy. Shut your fucking mouths. It's not happening. I like where it is. We have a good job and I can make the logo and all that other shit. He's terrible in studio.
All right, so we are running out of stuff to talk about, but please, if you are watching, put some questions in the comments. John will put them up. If you want to ask me or John any questions, if you've got any show topics, bring them up. Put them in the chat right now.
You think
Just talk-
old school
John?
Justin would have came in here and ended this by now?
No, absolutely not. This is fine. Like this is a good discussion between two preeminent figures in the Minifan world talking about important issues. Speaking of important issues, last night or finished it yesterday. Sorry, was the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, Axel F. I don't know if anyone's seen that on Netflix.
I don't know why they would think that the world needs that, other than being like, well, we have to give Andy or whatever the fuck
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
Andy
Eddie
Murphy.
Andy Murphy, my friend. Money,
Okay, so
but, like, I don't
now
know.
we've got some questions there now. So start putting them up, producer. Do your job. Go up. Start with how big is your hog? Start at the top.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Cole Manners, how big is your hog? Huge. Keep going. All right. If the NH live show doesn't happen this fall, is it the worst producer fail in show history? So New Hampshire would be Portland. Would that be Portland?
The last Portland was great.
No, that's Maine. Portland, Maine.
Yeah, Portland, Maine.
Yeah. I would say what's in New Hampshire? Is that where the Plymouth show was? No.
I could
that's
tell
not
you honestly, I
Hampshire.
don't know one thing in New Hampshire. The next question.
Well, could we just go back to the live shows, though? I think still Kirk has let the side down with his many failed promises about live shows. And I think the rest of this year would be a great time for him to experiment. You know, can you imagine Coleman in LA with Kirk doing a show there? It'd be hilarious. Just let Coleman go on Beverly Hills.
Kirk, like on the move content would be funny, but like I don't know how much he could do that. You know?
Well, I think you could go out west and work your way back. Like you
My
fly
guess.
out there.
He's always
then-
been this road trip guy. Let's see it. Put
Mm.
money where your mouth is.
Yeah, Freddie Lynn. So I don't really know. Have they promised a New Hampshire live show? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I thought they were talking about getting back at Saco.
Manners, do you believe when Kirk says he isn't doing, he's going to do very few shows this month? Do you believe that the summer's going to be a,
No. Kirk says that a lot, and he ends up always missing the buzz. But I do believe, we got a bit of, the classic Kirk bit before the holidays. He's sick of the show. He's going to just mail it in over summer.
I don't think he's sick of the show.
No, I didn't think he is either. I think he's enjoying it. He's as happy as he has ever been working with those Muppets.
I think, there's just a bunch of Muppets going in, but
But I think towards the end it became difficult getting content out of Coleman and Justin and the third chairs. What do I think about Summer then? No, I think he's going to keep producing shows. I think, I'm surprised he didn't do one this week. Like, I'm surprised Kirk didn't do a surprise show.
I was gonna ask him to come onto the network and do Mike and the Minifans or something, but then I was like, do I want to ask him on his vacation weekend on a Friday to come on a Minifan show? And then I just was like, no. First thing,
Yeah, I thought about sending him the link too, but
no chance.
no, it's not worth it.
No, I just don't want to be yelled at most of the time. It's a good thing. Just don't get yelled at. Next question.
When is Manners headed to Watertown? Rhett, I'm really keen to get there. As I said, I could produce the show for a week. That was the offer from Kirk if I make it. It's a very charming offer for me to work for him for free for a week. But anyway, look, on a holiday. Look, great offer. But yeah, I would like to think I would get to Watertown this year sometime. I'm just got to wait for like the cricket schedule to come out and my commentary, and then try to work in like a couple of weeks. I'm also moving into like a bachelor pad in the next few weeks, so I've got to sort that out. So, I'm exploding on the dating app, so I need a lair to bring these women. So, look, I've got to sort that stuff out now that I'm going through all this tremendous amount of personal change. But I would like to think this year, worst case scenario, I'd have to wait till our summer ends, so that'd be early next year. But I'm desperate.
This one.
How much longer will Coleman last? It's a really good question. So far, he's shown a great capacity for taking the punches. I do believe that what we don't realize is I think Coleman loves this attention. So I wouldn't be surprised if it came out eventually that Jimmy is not Coleman, but somehow a mate of his or someone trying to
Coleman adjacent.
Yeah, someone trying to like promote Coleman as a person.
If that's the case, he's the smartest in the world, and I hope he makes it the long run.
that would be be pro move. But I still think if Coleman got a decent offer tomorrow from another company, he would take it. Like if Alex Bennett rang and said, "Hey, come and work for me." Saw that dancing video and it just reminded me of how cute you were and what a great dancer you are. Come back to my network. Like I think he would leave Barstool like that. And I guess if I'm him, and I've said it before, my worry now is that I can't get promoted because Portnoy hates me. So my ceiling now is working for Kirk because say a job came up in New York as an executive producer. Well, I reckon if Coleman applied for that, Portnoy would see his name and go, no, like I'm not going to promote this guy after what he said about me. And also he probably doesn't trust Coleman enough to give him a position like that. So that's why I think
he trusts Kirk enough, though. He also produces one of Portnoy's shows.
Yeah, but he doesn't do much.
I think he does that whole show. Like it's fully his job.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think Portnoy gives a shit about Coleman. Like if Portnoy turned up next week in the unnamed show and Kirk said he'd fired Coleman, he'd be like, good, great.
That's fair and fine. I agree with that a little bit. What other questions do we have? Why did Gus? Apparently there was, Ricky.
He just didn't get organized enough to release it. That's why. And then again, that's if I'm Big Cat, am I thinking actually Gus can do stuff, or he'll just be someone we stick in that office and just make fun of, like all day, make him do stupid shit. Gus, July 4th, eat as many hot dogs as you can, that kind of thing.
Break your arm, do cool stuff.
Ted Sellers, Justin can carry you up the stairs too, Manners. Thank you, Ted. I would love Ted to be in studio more often, but I got really concerned for him going up and down the stairs, especially down the stairs for some reason.
Yeah.
It just seemed like if Ted did that journey more than a few times, eventually Justin would just slip down and kill Ted.
Sneaks is here, so hey, Sneaks.
Hey, Sneakers.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing great.
What do you got for us?
I'm just saying this has been one of the lowest moments of KMS history.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys
Which
are
bit?
so. What I mean, it's one of the lowest moments of content. Anything Kirk can talk about. Kirk's been in my DMs nonstop, so that tells you how checked out he is.
Are you going to bring the show back then?
I mean, again, it's not. Everyone keeps saying this. It's not my job to bring the show back. It's Kirk's job, right?
You've already saved it once.
That's fair.
Right. So at this point, is it not Kirk's job to bring it back?
All right. The challenge is set then.
Well, John, stop blowing everybody, John. I know you love to fucking suck dick, but
I do. Sure do.
I mean, let's be honest here. The basketball has run its course.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's funny watching the guys play. We can all agree it's funny watching them play, but like talking about it for fucking 3 hours a fucking show.
I know. I think everyone agrees with you, Sneakers. You speak for every fan.
I'll say it again. My problem is when is Kirk? He's in my DMs. You know, he bitches every time I criticize the show. He's a big baby. When is Kirk Minahan, going to take care of the Kirk Minahan show? Is that going to happen?
Oh,
or we don't rely on
fully trust
Puff
you.
Puff?
I fully trust you, Will. I don't think we have to rely on Puff Puff.
Well, we have to because Kirk has nothing. What has Kirk brought to the table?
I would say the basketball thing.
So that was fucking 3 months ago, John.
Yeah, but he wrote it. He wrote
What
it.
has Kirk brought to the table?
Now Augustus is here too.
Well, unfortunately, he hired Coleman. I guess that's probably
Coleman. I mean, hey, can I ask you guys a question? Yeah. Do you guys care about the gym tweets? Like, all right, Coleman's the producer. Coleman's 20-something years old. Who gives a fuck what he said about? Who cares what Coleman said 5 years ago?
It's run its course. I mean, the Coleman jokes kind of they're scraping the bottom of the barrel now.
Well, honest question: do you guys care about that, or do you guys care about what that Jim tweets next? Like, who cares who Jim is? First of all,
I have notifications on from him, so I will dismiss.
Yeah,
him.
well, John, you're gay, so no Jim. but that's like no one cares about Jim tweeting about Coleman.
They're mildly amusing. I will say they're mildly amusing, but I think it's overblown. It's been overblown.
Thank you.
Do you have anything shitty you want to say to Gus while he's here, Sneaks?
No, I'm a Gus guy. You know, Gus. I'm on a show you. What? I'm on a show.
Excuse me, who are you? What's your name? Who are you?
All right, we're taking him out. We're taking him out. Hey, Gus, Sneaks,
What's
thank
up,
you.
guys?
A lot of opinions from Sneaks. A lot of mudslides.
Gussie boy.
What's up, guys? Happy 5th of July.
Thank you. Gus, how was your fort? Did you dunk over any kids yesterday or what?
I did not. That clip was 10 years old. That was back
really?
in my heyday. Oh, God, yeah.
Your dunking days.
My dunking days out on
I
8.5.
can't believe that kid didn't try to swing into a charge and break your arm or something.
Hey, you should have.
That's what I would have done.
I think one thing would be bringing back callers would fix the show a lot. I think bringing back callers at least once a week would really help the show.
Shout out to Kirk for holding it for this long and making it relevant again.
It's not though. It's just him not being kept accountable by his producers. Like the producers should just say we're taking calls. Like this is Kirk's very obsessive, so it's either take calls every day or not take calls.
That's a fun idea. Like when he says, "What's next?" Be like, why don't we take calls? Just like throw it out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Or Coleman say to Kirk, "Hey Kirk, I think we should take calls every Friday. I'm the producer. Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it." We have seen,
and you can tell tonight we've had so many calls.
We have had 2.
People are desperate to call
it's
in.
Bullshit. One was vodka too, I think. So that doesn't even count. It's pathetic. Like there's a bunch of Minifans watching, no calls. Sneaks is here. Should we let him back in?
You let him back in quickly.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hey. I'm back.
Back better than ever.
Sorry we're having females on the show.
That's all right. Yeah, you're
I've
right.
got a funny dating story for you, Sneakers. I went out the other night with this girl I met on an app, and she was really young, like like almost 20 years younger than me. But she said she wanted to go out, so I was like, okay, let's go out. I knew the date was fucked when the waitress said, "Is this your daughter?"
Oh man.
I was like, okay.
As a divorcee, you don't want to go. First position is go someone younger.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No.
Someone that you connect with. As a divorcee, and who has found a new love, you want to find someone that connects with you.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to connect with her vagina. That was the plan.
Man, you don't take those girls on dates though. There's waitresses,
Yeah, those girls just want fuck.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I knew I was in trouble when the waitress said that. I was like, oh wow, that's
I like single menace. Single menace is
yeah, it's a different guy.
I told him I'll take him to New England. I have plenty of places to stay. I'm
He
a
will
great
basically give
wingman.
you his house. I'm sure of it.
I'm a great wingman.
We have in Australia that I don't know if this is the same, maybe it is in America, but there's a lot of, say, Asian women that are looking to shack up with someone in Australia, like Chinese or Korean, and they all like send you messages like, oh, we love looking after men, cooking, cleaning, being like this classic, Asian bride. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm not into that. But
No, Asian women stink in bed. You
Yeah.
want to be with a woman that can have a drink with you, go out, have a good time, have a laugh with you. The Asians is not that.
Rich ones though. Gotta go for the rich ones.
There's
I'm
no
over
rich
Singapore now. I don't know why.
Roscoe, be a man, guy, is on his way to Australia. Yes, he does have a bit of a
Facts.
oriental fetish.
He loves them.
He would absolutely kill it here. Like,
This is our last 10 minutes on divorce in honor of, I think, Dave Cullinane.
Well, I've beaten all the odds. So, again, Sneakers wins. So, you guys in the comments, suck my dick. Win again.
He's calling me before the show. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. He's like, you need to go out and do things. And he's right. I do. I need to stop doing shows on Fridays.
You guys gotta get out. But let's get back to the show. And Kirk's in my DMs fucking constantly. I see you over there, fucking Gus. See you sitting there with your stupid show. Like, Kirk's in my DMs constantly. Any negative tweet, anything I say unpositive, he's in there. Know why? Because Kirk knows this show sucks right now. Kirk needs to take control. I've been saying for a fucking year and a half now. When is he going to take control of the show?
Kirk likes to call me Little Sneakers now in DMs. He just messages me Little Sneakers.
Right, and Kirk's in my DMs. Hey, Sneaks, this is sad. He goes, this is sad this week. This is sad.
No, he doesn't say
and
that.
I had Kirk to the trolls chat, and I was fucking around. Like, hey, we should do the trolls fucking.
You should come over.
Basketball.
You should come over for a sleepover, Kirk.
Well played by Kirk. I'm gonna do the old Sneaks is begging to play us in basketball. Like, no, Kirk, I'm the only guy that dummies you 24/7, while every guy blows you.
Sneaks.
Admittedly, Snakes, I know it's bad for your brand, but we all know you love the show. Like,
I love the show. I do love the show.
I love the show too, even when it's bad. Even when it's bad, like it has been before the break, I still love the show.
It's
like
I love the show. I just don't want Kirk to be lazy. Get going with your fucking show. Stop being a fucking lazy ass.
Agree.
Someone
All right,
agrees
thanks.
with you.
Thanks, Snakes. You have a great night.
Oh, I'm fine. Great. You guys want to give me another drink? Another mudslide? Yeah, it's like up.
Bounce him out now. Bounce him out. Thanks, Snakes.
I will
Gussie,
say
what's happening?
mudslides are delicious. Mudslides are delicious.
I used to make a mean mudslide. What is it? Kahlua vodka. What's the other one?
Usually like chocolate syrup around the side.
Yeah. Is it? There's another liquor there. Is it Malibu?
Probably a coffee liqueur.
Oh, that's
besides
it.
Kahlua.
Oh no, Kahlua Malibu.
Vodka. Yeah,
Where'd you
Kahlua
get that
Malibu
cup from,
vodka.
Shattuck? You get that cup from Shattuck?
No, it's a beer stein from Germany.
Got
So
it.
before, well, Gus, just while I've got you, I mean,
Thanks,
you know,
Gus.
Puff Piece has been a Puff disaster.
Wow.
Do you think
Wow, I
that?
wouldn't say it's a
Do you
Puff
think that
Puff
maybe you
disaster.
should have been a bit more organized and rather than got Kevin to record your theme song over the phone? Might have
Nope,
been.
So that's just the beginning. I wanted to have some
Bailey's
intro to
the
go.
fit.
I like the lyrics, the songs. It's a fun start. The first episodes are definitely getting the rust out, but I'm getting more of a feel as each one goes on. I'm trying to get more in person because they definitely come off better in person. But yeah.
Okay, so we've all seen the way you performed when you were KMS producer. No judgment. You know,
Yep.
don't you think if you were worried now, you'd be like, so you've been not producing for months, and this is Puff Piece, like zero planning.
Gus's
you
months
could
in
have
between.
shut up, John. You
Longest months.
could have planned maybe you could have planned like to record the song in a more like I like the song, but got it like sounding good, like gone to Kevin's and recorded.
So
it
we
all.
were gonna have that done, but then there was a birth in the family of someone to help us record it. So in the meantime, we have low key to start, and then now once it comes in recorded live, it's gonna be back and better than ever. A new intro, new videos, new things to go
But don't
around.
you think if like I'm Dan Katz and I'm like, okay, this is what Gus is showing me to get a job, I'm immensely disappointed.
That's not who says that's the only thing I've been working on or have sent over.
Well, that's the only thing I've seen.
That's the only thing that's out. The only two public things right now is Puff Piece and Gaming with Gus, and we're having fun doing those. Those are just fun projects, and I want to improve those, and I want to keep those getting better, and I plan on those improving. And then now, I have another idea that I'm working on that I'm excited for. So
Got a caller, 761. Yeah, wait, 781. I'm sorry.
I think Gaming with Gus has definitely got legs.
Yes,
absolutely.
Hey guys, Freddie Lynn here.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Freddie. Frederick.
Hey, Manners, I don't expect you to understand the full geographic layout of New England, but do you remember the show, they went up to New Hampshire, the producers went up with Kirk to New Hampshire to scout out theaters for a fall show. How do you not remember that?
Well, now that you're telling me, I do remember. Thank you, Freddie, for jogging my memory. You got me. Yeah, okay. So it would be very disappointing if they didn't do it. It would also be disappointing. He's been saying they're going to do a California show for years, and now they can get to the fucking Dakotas, but they can't get to California. It's crazy.
Well, I have a question for Gus, but I think you need to give up on the California show. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yep, you're right. Just completely selfish because it's just halfway to me.
Gus, how much do you regret interviewing Jeff Nadeau? Because that was not good.
not at all. It's someone who's willing to come on and talk, and that's kind of the whole purpose of it. It's just you want to just there and have a conversation about whatever. So I'll have anyone on that wants to come on. It's an open invite for everyone.
People that hate on the show come on, but they can't.
Yeah, if someone wants to come on, like my DMs are open. You know how to reach out. Like I'll have anyone on and talk, and it's just we'll have it like it's gonna be just a Puff Piece interview, fun, lighthearted, relaxing for 20-30 minutes.
Freddie, how bad was it?
So, I'm not a Nadeau fan. I think that's well documented. But so, Gus, you would have Martin Zonkarowski on, aka Zonker.
I mean, if he reached out to me and we found a time, I would entertain the idea. I wouldn't necessarily say I'd do it. I'd see what we talk about.
Wow. Would you have K Marco on too?
Hell no. That does nothing. That does nothing for me. Like, and the same thing with like Zonker, there's got to be like some fun aspect to it, and like especially with the beginning guests, I guess I got to have some sort of trust with them about it.
Okay,
so I guess
let me challenge you on that. Can I challenge you on that? What was the fun part with Nadeau?
Nadeau is someone I reached out to. I thought that would be. I know he's got his Mafia podcast. I have a little background in Mafia with growing up in Rhode Island. I've learned about it. That's what I meant by it. You know what I meant.
I have a little background in Mafia.
I don't have background in
Mafia.
I grew up in Rhode Island, and I've been around.
I watched The Godfather. I watched The Sopranos.
No, I've read some books about it. But
you've read some books about it.
It's one of those things. I thought there was something interesting. It would be one of those situations. What?
Go ahead.
No, no, I was just going to say, keep doing your thing.
Yeah, that's what I would say, Gus. I think. Thanks for the call, Freddie.
You do you, buddy.
I think you had your strongest performances after being fired and right now. So people are back on the grind of just chirping you, but
It's always fun. It's
always
it
fun.
is what it is.
I love Gus.
What did you think about Shark Minahan's poll that the Minifans want to hear a
Hate
bit
you.
less of you on the main show? They didn't say they hate you.
Yeah, you said that. before.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know that.
Fair.
So what do you plan from here then? So, okay, so you've gone to Chicago. They haven't, I'm imagining there's no job offer yet to land on your desk or your inbox, in your inbox. So what's strategy number 2 now? So strategy number 1 didn't work, going to Chicago.
I wouldn't necessarily say that didn't work. There's a couple.
say it was a-
opportunities. I'm
wasn't
just
a
saying.
failure.
So what?
It wasn't a failure, but it didn't work. Yeah.
It hasn't panned out yet, but there's still definitely some opportunities. There's some stuff happening in my personal life that are making opportunities even open up for that. So I'm just
Right.
gonna leave
Gus,
that
if
at
one
that
of these
right now.
motherfuckers hire you to be their fucking house boy, you fucking say yes. Go do it. I think.
Well, I don't disagree with that.
Absolutely. Fuck whatever.
So I guess what putting the pieces together from what you've said in the past, you're trying to make a family move. You know, you and the missus.
She
head to the
wants to move.
Midwest. Yeah, she wants
Yeah.
to move.
Yeah.
But it means, sorting out her job, and you can't just click your fingers and move
She's a
across the
boss
country.
lady. She could do it. She moves, snap of her fingers, she's gone. That's what I heard.
There's definitely opportunities on her front down the line. There was
Yeah.
a lot of good connections made. So I think we're definitely looking at a realistic possibility of
Do you think
becoming Midwesterners at least.
Do you
at the
think
minimum.
this looks like Chris Clemmer and Ted Sellers, baby? I put a tiny Michelangelo tattoo on it too.
I've seen his TikToks.
I know.
Oh,
I saw
shit.
that today, and I was just like, "That is fucking incredible! Look at those legs; they look just like Clemmer."
I think though that's not the worst idea, Gus. I mean, they often say, if you got to be there to, like if you're actually there,
Yeah, that's
a lot more chance of being hired.
That's becoming a very realistic possibility. Like for example, there was what was it? Jersey Jerry was looking for a best friend. I applied for. I'll be Jersey Jerry's best friend. One of my special talents, lawn care abilities. So there's definitely opportunities and options.
Oh, I think we missed a call. Damn it.
Well, okay. I think I'll skip the puff piece on Jeff Nadeau, judging by the reviews that have been coming in to the show.
The next one's fun. It's Nick and KB.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. There you go, folks.
I would say if I'm advising you, it would be very important with these puff pieces to put out social media videos, because I don't think Big Cat or anybody with any brain will listen to full episodes. So you should just pick out bits and put them out there, and hopefully Big Cat sees them and goes, actually, this will be all right on my socials. Let's hire him.
Just
Make
keep
them think
doing
about
what you think is a good idea. That's what people like. Not what everyone else wants.
Not really. He got fired from his dream job, so he needs guidance.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. Sneaks is back. Gus, you want to start gaming with Gus here anytime soon?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'm getting the crew all together. So
Who are you playing with?
I got it's my zombies crew.
Oh, there you go. Sneaks, you want to wrap us up here, and then Menners could get us out.
Yeah, and I've
No,
just got some.
I'm just gonna support you guys, but Gus,
Shoot.
can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I mean, do you have any self dignity? I mean, you are
No.
a fucking pussy.
Not at all.
Does your wife look at you like a cunt?
What are you talking about? She
No,
looks at
not
she
at
goes,
all.
Come on.
Like, why does everyone want to
guys,
bring my
guys,
fucking
yeah,
wife? Like, it's so
Yes.
pointless. That's
This ain't bringing-
like the one thing that like actually pisses me off when like
This ain't
like-
bringing your wife up. This
Yes,
ain't
it
being
is.
like
Yes,
a
you
fucking-
just brought it up.
I know, but as a man, does your wife look at you as a pathetic human being?
A
No,
lot of
she
people
married
do.
him. She
A lot of
married
fucking
him.
people do. Who gives a shit? She still loves
loves
me for
that.
some reason.
We have a
That's all.
caller.
That's the only answer I needed.
Love is,
715.
love is unexplainable, Rob.
That's the only-
715.
That's the only answer I needed, Gus.
I imagine
I don't
Gus
hate
is
Gus. I don't
crazy
hate
right
Gus.
there.
Go
I'm
ahead,
actually
caller.
a big Gus fan.
Hold on, Sneaks. Go ahead, caller.
I'm sure Gus has got some crazy bad
Please,
tech.
hold on. Shut up for a minute. I'm trying to talk.
Oh, it's fine.
Hey, Gus.
Yeah.
Gus. Hey, this is Fax, man. How you doing?
What's up,
Oh,
Fax?
Jesus, couldn't keep away for a Friday night.
Go ahead, Fax.
Hey, I asked permission from my dad first. He said I
He
could
did.
call.
He did. Go
I have a
ahead.
real question. Gus.
Gus, my question is, are you worried about when you go, or if you were to go to Barstool, would you be kind of worried that you would continue that punching bag role, or are you going to try to make like your own individual path?
Good question.
Terrible question. What do you think? He's only a punching bag. That's all
I'll
he
take
can
whatever
do.
path. I can
Hold on,
take a
804.
punch. I have other if there's other opportunities that like the one thing that is very clear is most of the ideas that like I would want to try, I could do by myself. Like I
If there were
don't need,
subtitles and just say bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That's what it would say. That's what it
John,
would say, right?
I mean, Gus, when is that?
Thanks, Max.
When is unemployment up?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not talking about my unemployment.
Well, we all know. Is it 2
Hold on,
weeks, a
804.
month? I mean,
Who knows?
we're getting close.
Who says it's not over? Who says I'm not on it? Ooh.
Well, we all know it. We all know.
Big threat. We got another caller, 804. Go ahead. Thanks for calling in the last 2 minutes of the show.
Hey, yeah, I was just wondering, what do you guys thought about Sneak? He sounds drunker than Subaru Steve. This guy's got to get it together.
Damn.
He's talking about people being on the show. So
We lost him. Sorry. God, I can't have this guy calling Sneaks drunk on the show.
It is funny though. It is funny though that like Snakes is there pounding mudslides, which is the
I'm
biggest
fucking
girly
I mean,
drink.
Yeah, Bennett, it's gay, but you know what? My dick would be getting sucked on.
How many times
I mean,
did you
as gay
tweet
as I am right now, I mean,
508? You're up.
I will
508.
put my drink in the air. You guys want to slap it on my hand? I will give anybody $100. $100 a slap.
508.
Spill my drink.
508.
hey, it's Jerry Sandusky.
Hey, Jerry.
Gus, can you interview me for your Puff Puff piece?
This guy.
For Jerry Sandusky? Okay, yeah. That could be
Menace.
entertaining.
I mean, Gus. I'll
Jerry.
employ you, Gus.
Oh, do a sneakers puff piece.
I'm gonna employ you. I will employ you.
Oh, there you goes.
On
Job
the
offer.
record, I will employ you.
What, doing
Construction.
Yes.
Yep.
Heavy labor under my rule.
Honest living. A good honest
Do I
living.
get to wear shorts while I do it? A little cut off jorts?
No, you wear the fucking proper attire. Fucking jeans, pants. No, there's no
hat.
bit.
I know it's not a bit.
I will put you real work.
I understand
want-
that, but that's-
Actually, Minifans, can someone change Bob the Builder to Rob the Builder for me, please? And do
Gus, tell me where you can make $60 an hour.
That's true, guys. You,
That is
you
true.
just
No,
cruise
that's
on
true.
this a little bit. Go
That
get
is
some
true.
hard. What kind of hard labor is he swinging a hammer or what's going on here?
What about Mutt? Would you give Mutt a job as well? Sneakers?
I've offered Mutt a job. He ignored me. I mean, if Mutt wants to like be a real considerate apprentice, he can work under me.
Yep.
All right.
I'm a man of helping people because I need apprentices.
Well, there you go.
The
Is that
truth
for any
is, I
minute-
can't find good workers right now, so I
Yeah.
will train people to be a good worker.
You want Gus?
And right now, the union rate in Boston is $60 an hour, plus
That's
benefits.
incredible.
That's actually incredible.
Coming.
yeah,
You're also gonna make
over there.
6 figures plus benefits.
Oh my God. Minifans need to stop offering jobs that are better than mine.
All right, Snakes, you have a good night. We're going to
Yeah,
be
well,
ending the show soon. You take care.
Thanks, Snakes.
Enjoy those mudslides. Enjoy the village people. Bye-bye.
Keep that drink up. Don't get it slapped.
So I did receive a message during this broadcast from Shark Minahan. You might remember from earlier in the show, I went through his statistics, and he did admit he did fuck up Clemmer in Excel, which is why Clemmer's on 2 things. But it happens. I mean, Shark does great work. I'm not criticizing him. And he also clarified Justin Trudell did 2 third-chair appearances before he was the producer.
Yeah.
So just wanted to put that out there because facts matter when you're talking about stats.
Yeah. Facts.
All right, play the music. You've been the best. We've got Gaming with Gus coming up after this. Main show's back next week. Hopefully they come back ready to roll. Coleman.
Do you want to host Mike and the Minifans next week?
I will definitely host it soon. I'm not sure about next week, but
Okay.
I'm keen for doing it again.
All right. We'll play the music, Gus. You go over to your link. Peace.
Later, guys.
It's Late Night with Mad Manners. I'm your host. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Manners till midnight. I will be taking your calls. I am also still alive. I haven't been fucked to death by koalas. So stick it up your ass, Steve. It's really good to see someone while we're all on lockdown. That's it. It's always sort of been there, the women's game, but it's been ignored. So they're fucking scared. I mean, look at Steve Robinson. Since he talked about his parents in the first episode, he basically lied since then because he's